I just wish I could be happier. I bet you've heard that a million times, and you've probably said it to yourself. Now, from personal experience, I know it's what my clients think they need more in their lives. But here's the thing. I think what most of us really want is to be more balanced. More balanced and then sprinkled with periods of happiness. So today I'm going to share with you some simple things to help keep you balanced. And as a doctor, I always want to recommend simple interventions that you can implement from day one, that over time will build into a habit. With that said, let's dive into today's learning. So number 1, walking. Now I don't mean jumping on a treadmill whilst watching Netflix. I mean going for a good old-fashioned walk around the block or in the park. There's just something great about fresh air that feels so good. For me, it's just like that feeling when you're really thirsty and you drink a cold glass of water. Now, as you walk, take the time to stop and appreciate the nature around you. Stop to watch the trees move in the wind. See the variety and the colours of all the flowers, and just be humbled by the vastness of what surrounds us all the time. Have you ever watched a bee go about its business? Their work ethic is truly inspiring. It's no wonder there's that expression, busy like a bee. Now during the pandemic, we would go for walks as a family. And after a while, we started to notice other regular walkers. Now sometimes there was just a silent nod as we passed, but other times we'd stop and have a good chat. There was just a real sense of us all being in this together. So here's my challenge to you. Go for one 30-minute walk this week, either with someone or on your own, and let me know in the comments below how you felt. Next, number 2, do some structured exercise. I remember when I was at school, I had a friend called James, and we were talking about the concept of a gym. And he said to me, Jazz, you essentially lift weights so you can lift even heavier weights. It's a bit pointless, really. I remember that whilst making this video. Now let me reassure you, it may sound pointless, but exercise is vital to keeping balance. You get a real buzz, or chemically, a dopamine hit, when you lift a new weight or hit a personal best. Now since 2018, I've been training with Jamie, my personal trainer, twice a week, 1-hour sessions. So let's put that into perspective. Let's do some quick math. There's 168 hours in a week. I train 2 hours of that week with Jamie, intense sessions. But overall, that represents 1.1% of my time in the week. Now, when people say to me they haven't got time to exercise, really? 1% of your week? Or even less? One session, do something. So why did I hire a PT? Well, back in 2018, I was newly married and I was starting to get some fat around my belly. That coupled with skinny arms and skinny legs just wasn't a good look for me. Now, before getting married, I was hitting the gym pretty hard in the hope to get big and fill out my clothes. What actually happened was I lost loads of weight and got really lean, which was fine, but it made me realize I had no clue what I was doing. It's quite funny, really. Like, you can't just walk into a job and start doing it. You'd need someone to teach you and train you. In the same way, there's just loads of people in the gym, but how many of them are getting the result they want? Now, obviously there will be exceptions, but they'll be the minority. By working with Jamie, there is built-in accountability. What do I mean by this? Well, basically I pay him, so I turn up to my sessions. I don't need to be motivated. Then when I'm there, he pushes and guides me. So even on the days I don't want to train, I still get it done. Remember, it's easy to get things done when you feel great, but it's about doing it on the days you feel crap. I've gone from being a skinny guy to a pretty chunky dude without doing anything fancy per se. But here's the best part about working with Jamie. We've become such great friends, and like me, he's very competitive when it comes to sports. So outside the gym, we regularly get together to play badminton, tennis, pool, and we've just taken up archery and fencing. We're even going to watch a rugby match, Wales versus New Zealand. Also, side note about exercise. Recently, I was very lucky to see one of my heroes, front row, Dr. Jordan Peterson. And in the private Q&A following his talk, he dropped some crazy knowledge. He said that doing exercise over the age of 50 restores your cognitive function to that of a 30-year-old. And there is heaps of data to support this. Whereas doing things like Sudoku and other mind games, zero data. So guys, stop complicating things. Simple things work. and they work best when compounded over time. Look, whether you decide to use a PT is up to you, but here's my challenge to you. This week, do 30 minutes of exercise and comment below. How did it feel? What did you do? Number 3, engage in stimulating conversation with your family or friends whilst eating great food. Again, sounds really simple, right? Look, we are social beings. We're not designed to live in isolation. In fact, there are a large number of studies which have shown the correlation between the number of conversations you have in your day and the length and the quality of your life. Imagine that. During lockdown, we made Saturday our tapas night at home. So around 4 p.m, we'd all go for a walk together. And when we got back, it was battle stations in the kitchen. We put on some feel-good vibes music, each take a counter space in the kitchen, and start putting together a wonderful selection of food. There was just so much joy to be found in the collective harmony of group cooking. And then we'd sit down around the table with our phones face down on the side and talk, like have real conversations and listen to each other with the intention of listening. Now you can go to a restaurant as well, but just try going to local shops and picking up some of your own ingredients and then coming home and working your magic as a team in the kitchen. So here's my challenge to you. Aim for a shop between 10, 20 pounds or dollars and have a tapas night at home. Play some good music and just enjoy having a conversation. So guys, those are my 3 simple things to help keep you balanced. Give them a try. Comment on how you find them below and share any other good simple things that you enjoy. As always, I'll leave you with my mantra, have more, do more, be more. Be sure to subscribe, share and like. Send this to one person who really needs to hear this, and I'll see you in the next video.